Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another class with the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. We're going to go ahead and get class rolling. Get it popping off for the Shabbat. So let's go ahead and get the link out when you log in. If you're new and you're new listening to us from Virginia or wherever you're at, we are the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge, and we teach archaeology, anthropology, history, your nationality and identity according to the Bible. Okay, so our classes on this channel and on our main channel, which is what I said, ISB HBK, you can go ahead and go on there and get different topics, different subjects, and a lot of these classes we have in the beginning of them questions. So you get more than just a class. If y'all want that, check out that channel, the main channel. This channel right here, we're getting it up and rolling. There's a lot of videos on here, but it's not as much as the other channel, which is in Houston. Our Houston school, our Houston channel, got a lot more classes, all right? Ranging from many topics, a lot of basics topics that is constantly asked, such as like, what is a mamzar? Are all the Hebrew Israelites chocolate? What else from Facebook?
The virgin birth.
The virgin birth.
All Gentiles, everybody saved.
Everybody saved. Like all those questions, plus a lot much more when you check out our classes. All right. So we have classes here in Virginia at 2610 Granby, and that's in Norfolk, Virginia. What's the zip here? No, that's to the house. Yeah, that one's easy. Yeah. 23517. So that's where we're at right now, and we have classes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 7 to 10. All right. We also are going to have a gathering for the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets for the high holy days. So if you want to come through, partake in that. It's a few of us here now. We got about 5 families that came from Houston, came out here to basically open up this school, and we've been here as of right now. How many months has it been?
About 4 months since we came out April 26th, May 1st, kind of established it.
So it's only been 4 months?
Yes, sir.
So we only been here 4 months, and we've done a lot. We got the school rolling by the help of all the great brothers and sisters in Houston. So if y'all want to get class, come out here. Check us out. That's what we're out here for, to teach this word, spread the word, do our part, and teach the knowledge. Okay, so please check us out. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays here on this channel. On the Houston channel, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then Saturday mornings on that channel. So we get a lot done, man. A small core of brothers and sisters, man, that handle a lot and do a lot. So we want to thank y'all, brothers and sisters, that help us. You know who you are. What else? What other announcements? Check out our cable show, which is on our other channel also. We post on YouTube. Check out ISB HBK Kids for the kids. Check out everything Israel wear on Facebook if you want to get garments done. Check out Mashaba's Blog Talk Radio on Blog Talk Radio. Right. Blog Talk Radio / MASHAHBA. So we're trying to do our part in spreading the word. We're going to get class rolling today. This class actually was put together based off a brother's request. So this class was a brother's request, and we're going to go over that because it's a good topic. It's a good topic and a good question. So if you got any questions, y'all hit me up. When our number comes up, you can text us, you can email us, you can do all that to get a hold of us, all right? Oh, right, if you want to continue to give alms, help out the school any way you can, that information will be up there also, all right? Other than that, let's go ahead and get this word class going. All right. So we'll see if y'all got any questions. If you don't got any questions, we're going to jump right into the topic. We try to give y'all a little second for brothers and sisters to log in and before we jump right into it. But if not, we're going to do this for the Shabbat. Remember, Sabbath is Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. You brothers and sisters try to keep your mind right, keep your spirit right. When you out there, whatever you're doing, you might be busy, some of y'all might have to work on the Sabbath. Y'all got to keep your minds locked into the Most High and Yahweh Shai. All right. So, yeah, we're waiting for them to log in and see who's gonna get this heat, get these classes. Right, this healing, this spiritual healing. I mean, do y'all got any questions? Even y'all, even the kids, if y'all got any questions, you can always raise your hand and ask. I know they've been getting that vacation time. They be getting into this class. All right, so we got a few of y'all logging in. We're trying to wait to see if anybody got any questions. Y'all know the deal. We're giving y'all a little time to do that before we jump in. Trying to give y'all a little few minutes. We got a good topic tonight. Yeah.
It says Jeremiah 19 and 20. Is that saying the same thing as Isaiah 58 and 1, but for the sisters?
Jeremiah 19.
Jeremiah 9 and 20.
Jeremiah 9 and 20. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 20.
Yeah.
Yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and everyone his neighbor lamentation.
So, what was the question?
The question is Jeremiah 9 and 20. Is that saying the same thing as Isaiah 58 and 1, but for the sisters?
Okay. So go to Isaiah 58 and 1. I know what it says, but I want them to read it so everybody else.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Right. So, who did the Most High ordain to be teachers? That's going to That's what question you're asking in essence, because, you know, when you ask, is it the same thing? We know that the Most High chose the men to teach. So, I can answer it straight out, but we're going to answer it with scriptures also. No, it's not the same, because the way a woman would teach and share the word with sisters, with her kids, is different than the way a man would teach, right? So, go to, let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go to Ezekiel. Plug my passion. Go to Ezekiel 34, verse 31. In this question, if y'all writing it down, you want to title this question as, are women supposed to teach? Because that's really what the question is. You're asking is this the same? Are these two scriptures supposed to be applied the same way? Well, no, because a teacher for the sisters, teaching for the sisters is different than teaching for the men. So read where you at.
Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 31.
Ezekiel 34. Mawala, you got that mic? You're gonna be doing some reading too. Ezekiel 34, 31. Y'all got it?
John.
No, I mean, do y'all got it or no? Okay, go ahead and read that.
And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men.
Right. So, the pastors are men. Is that saying a woman can't teach? Yes, she can teach. She teaches the kids, right? She can teach her sisters, right? But to do it how the men do it, that wasn't the way of the Most High, the way of the Hebrews. They weren't supposed to teach on that level. So we'll touch on it. Let's establish this point. Go ahead, read that one more time.
And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men.
Right, so the Most High is telling us the flock of the pasture is men. Straight up. Okay, go to Proverbs 8 and 4. You don't supposed to have these women teachers. You don't supposed to have these women running congregations. That's not what the Most High wanted. Okay? You know, you see sisters online, they're supposed to be saying, listen, this is for the sisters. Why? Because to be correct with the Most High, you got to follow the law, follow the scriptures. So you can't just be up on YouTube trying to teach men. You can't be in a congregation trying to teach men. That being said, I really wanted some sisters in our school to sit down and be able to teach a YouTube class, but to the kids and sisters, we got, when you go to our kids class, the sisters are teaching the kids. And then they can teach the sisters. But a woman wasn't supposed to take on these congregation and lead flock. They weren't supposed to do that. The pastor was the man. Read where we're at.
Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call.
Right.
And my voice is to the sons of men.
Right. The Most High was talking. The man was going to be the leaders. Okay. Why? Because there's order. It's not a male thing. It's a order thing. It's what the Most High wanted and how things were supposed to be established. Just like in any other job, in any other position or situation in this kingdom. Like when you go to the managers, you got the president, the CEOs, managers, right? It's order. It's nothing personal. It's the way the Most High set it up in the scriptures. It's the same thing. Go to Jeremiah 5:1. Jeremiah 5 verse 1.
Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem.
Right.
And see now, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof.
Go ahead.
If ye can find a man.
If we can find a what?
If ye can find a man.
Yeah, he said go look for the men. He didn't say go look for the women. Yeah, you got, who's that? Joyce Myers?
Yep, yes, sir.
Yeah, you got Joyce Myers up there.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody ordained her. First of all, she's a heathen. The Most High didn't ordain the heathen to teach. He said the laws, the covenants, the teaching of it was to the children of Israel. So, like, Joyce Myers is double-fold tripping.
Right. Violating.
She's double-fold violating. And, you know, you look at when women were raised up over the men, you know, it goes with that prophecy. The scriptures say the whole earth is out of course. It wasn't supposed to be that way. Like even now, you got sisters teaching, but they're not. Are they going to listen to what the scriptures say? No, because the whole earth is out of course. You got women taking on the roles of men in every aspect because the men ain't stepping up. I get that, but that's out of order. The Most High said it shouldn't be that way. So read it one more time.
Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem. And see now, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof.
I want you to go find me somebody. Go ahead.
If ye can find a man.
Go find me a man. Not any man, what?
If ye can find me a man, if there be any that executeth judgment.
Where's the righteous men at? So pertaining to this question, if you need to throw the question in there. You got to put the question up either on one part or the other. If you can find a man, one that executeth judgment and doeth what?
That seeketh the truth.
That seeketh the truth. So the Most High was dealing with the men. He wasn't dealing with, as far as his pastors, he wasn't dealing with the women. Go from there. Go to Timothy's. Let's go to Timothy's. Go to Timothy's. So, this is why, go to 1 Timothy 2 and 12. This is why the Most High didn't want a woman to, those roles, like the men going out. Before we go to Timothy's, go to, let's go to Matthew's. Before we go to Timothy's, let's go to Matthew's. Go to I want to find where he said go to them 2s and 3s. Real quick. Let me find this before we go to that Mark. Go to Mark 6 and 7. Go to Mark 6 and 7. Because when you deal with that Isaiah 58 and 1, cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. When you go to, this is what people don't see. When you go to Christ, when he first picked up his apostles, who did he pick up? Susan, right? Carol, right? Joyce, Elizabeth, right? The 12 disciples? Nah. He picked up men, right? These men. Now, were women there? Like out of all the multitude, was it all just men? Now, there was some women there. And there were disciples. Because disciples means what?
Student.
I know, you know. I'm asking them. What does disciple mean? Yeah. A disciple is a student. So there was many disciples. And then you read about the woman prophetess. Yeah. There was a woman. There was women that prophesied. But not to the level of what y'all are thinking. And we're going to go there and show. Go ahead, read that.
Mark chapter 6 and verse 7. And he called unto him the 12 and began to send them forth by 2 and 2.
Right, you see that? So when he sent these 12 disciples out, he sent them by 2s and 2s, right? Where did they go? Who knows? Where did they go? They went to the highways and the byways, and they went to do what Isaiah 58 verse 1 says, cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice. A lot of them got beat, killed, put in jail. We're not like Esau. We're not like America where you try to put women in the military. Most High didn't do that. He's not going to put our women in harm's way. That was for the men. The women were going to help on a different level. Now, this don't make them less. It don't make them worse. All it makes it is things being done in order. Like when you come to your kids, right? And they have to come to you and ask for socks and clothes, right? Does that make them less of a person? Nah. Because you are over them? Because you tell them what to do and when to get something? No. Same thing with the husband. Same thing with the household. Same thing with the leaders and the women. It didn't make them less of persons or less people. It just made them fall in order. And you're gonna. The funny is, like your question is good because tonight we're gonna touch on a little bit of the household according to this class. So go there. Go to 2 Timothy 2 verse 12. 2 Timothy 2 verse 12. So. 1 Timothy 2 verse 12.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Why? Why do I suffer not a woman to teach? Because it was going to throw everything out of order. The order was going to be thrown off on how the Most High set things up. So no, you weren't going to have the woman take the slot of the man. Y'all get that? The Most High didn't deal like that. So no, Jeremiah 20, was it?
Jeremiah chapter, yes, that was
Jeremiah what?
Jeremiah 9 and verse 20.
Yeah, Jeremiah 9 and 20. That's not saying in the context as it would to the man. Because the women weren't going to take on that role like the man. I suffer not a woman to teach, but go ahead.
I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. But
nor to usurp authority over the man. Right? So I want you to look up the word usurp. And then, because this is powerful, the definition itself of usurp will blow your brain. What happened? That what we just read was 1 Timothy 2 verse 12. All you got to do is do this. Mawala, raise your hand. Yeah. Yeah, usurp. What you got?
To take control of a position of power.
To what?
To take control of a position of power.
See, to take power. When a woman is on that pulpit, now you're taking power over these people's lives and being able to, like you brothers and sisters do all the time, you call, you ask questions, right, about your house, about scriptures, about your family, on how to deal. The Most High don't want no woman teaching men how to do that. That's why we're in this position now. Right? Hold that, flip that, hit over here, get that,
Right.
and then get Psalms 90. Yeah, I know it's going to go more. I know that's why I told you to get it, because that definition itself, it's killer right there. A lot of people don't read it. But I'm going to let you read on. Psalms 90, was it 5 or something? The horse is out of course? Or 4? Hold on 1 second. Let me get this and we're going to go back to this definition. All right, read the definition while we're looking for this.
To take control of a position of power, especially without having the right to.
You got that definition up there, sis? To take control of the position of power without having what?
Especially without having right to.
Especially without having righted
The right to.
the right to. That means that you don't have the right to try to do this. That's why that word is powerful, man. Usurp is. Go ahead. What you got?
This is Isaiah 82 and verse 5.
Isaiah 82.
Oh, it's like it. Psalms
82 and 5. Got you. Go ahead.
They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness,
Right.
and all the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Yeah, everything is out of course right now. So, right now, children of your oppressors run the rule of you. Isaiah 3 and 12, I think it is. Yeah, so everything is out of course. So you see the definition up there. To seize, take control without authority, and possible with force. And that's what's been stripped from the man to raise the woman over him, to make the man more effeminate, more woman-like, more emotional, take one's right or possession, take the place of. You weren't supposed to usurp or take something that wasn't given to you and try to do that over the man. Right? The whole earth is out of course. Read that Isaiah 3 and 12.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Right. This is when it says in Psalms, the whole earth is out of course. Isaiah came back and told us what things happened when the earth was out of course. Children are your oppressors. Now, whether it be the so-called white man in a childlike mentality, or it be now the children are actually have more power over you, dealing with a lot of things. Right? Children are your oppressors. Go ahead.
And women rule over them.
There you go. The whole earth is out of course. Why? Go to Isaiah 24 verse 5.
Isaiah 24 and 5.
Right. Write it down. Write it down. Isaiah 24 verse 5. You got that 1 Timothy 2 and 12, Mount Waller? You're going to read that. So after we read this, you're going to read that. 1 Timothy 2 and 12. Go ahead and read that.
Isaiah 24 and 5.
Go ahead.
The earth is the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Go ahead.
Because they have transgressed the laws.
Right.
Change the ordinances.
They did what?
Change the ordinances.
They did what?
Change the ordinances.
They did what?
Change the ordinances.
So y'all get it. That the order was changed of things. And that's why now the woman usurps authority, or has been given and taking authority that is not theirs. They changed the order. Okay?
And that's why you got men nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, they're supposed to be leading, but now they're acting like, listen, babe, you think I can get this? babe, let me go. You know, we're in the mall. Listen, let me go talk to my wife. See if she wants me to get this. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Grow some cojones, bro.
Right, you should be leading.
Right. And that's how it be.
Yep.
You can see it. Majority of the men walking down the mall either has an effeminate nature or their women rule over them. That's how it is. Because the whole earth is out of course. Right? They changed the order of things. What was the order? Go back to Timothy, 1 Timothy 2 verse 12. You're going to read 1 Timothy 2. Did you finish that?
Slack. No, sir.
Come on, find it. Timothy's is in the New Testament, man. Walla.
This is Isaiah 24:5.
And that's why it is the way it is. Because they transgressed the laws of the Most High and what He set up. Paul came back and reiterated the same thing that was set up from the beginning. Go ahead.
Changed the ordinance.
Go ahead.
Broken the everlasting covenant.
So they broken the everlasting contract, which is this Bible. So what ordinance did they change? Why we get this Timothy, 1 Timothy 2 and 12. Go to 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. What ordinance did they change? And the funny thing is we're going to actually go into this, but we're not going to go, we're just going to touch on the beginning of it. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
Go ahead.
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things.
Go ahead.
And keep the ordinances.
So they broke this ordinance. Go ahead.
As I delivered them to you.
Go ahead.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Right. So that's the ordinance they broke. They broke the structure. God, Christ, man, woman. They broke that order of how.
Oh yeah.
And now the man, what? He got to beg for everything. Everyone wants to make some loving. I got to beg for it, because if I go ahead and almost mishandle you, it's going to be like you took it. So the man gets what? The man gets broke. No, you got to wait.
Yeah.
Right? The kids need this. The kids need that. The kids need this. And you're supposed to take care of your kids. Yes, we're going to go over that too, but not to where they rule you and ruling your spirit. So this is why this scripture is not saying that the woman is going to usurp the role. So 1 Timothy 2 and 12, read it again. 1 Timothy 2 and 12.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Yell a little louder. Read it again.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Yeah, I suffer not a woman to teach. Uh-huh.
And the man.
Right. She wasn't supposed to usurp authority over the man. So that's not supposed to happen. Go ahead.
But to be in silence.
Right. Jump up to verse 11. Read that.
Let the woman learn in silence with all
Subjection. There you go. So no, that's not talking about the same way. I'll repeat it again. Yes, a woman can teach, but she wasn't supposed to be the guide the flock. She was supposed to teach the children, right? And then she was supposed to be that example to the younger women. All right? So hopefully that answers your question on that. What else we got?
There's a question that says, Shalom, is there any scriptures to back up the meaning of being a good parent and their duties? Or that's just a worldly thing? Also,
oh yeah, there's a lot of scriptures. You know what we'll do? Tonight's class, I'm gonna throw some of those scriptures into tonight's class, because tonight's class is about why the husband is the head. So you know what? This is gonna be a good class for a lot of y'all asking these questions. Yeah.
God parent. and their duties.
Oh, a godparent? We've been asked this before. There ain't no scriptures about godparents. Now, what is a godparent? What?
Usually it's like the parents die or something happens to them, and the
Right. Now look at the label on it, godparent. You don't read that in the scriptures, but you do read to be a father to the fatherless. Okay? So a lot of times, and this is what's wrong with Christianity, they use labels or names or say things that's not in the scriptures, and it'd be like, well, that's not in the Bible, but the concept might be there, but because they don't teach it with the word, it's like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. So if a godparent is someone that, if the parent dies, then somebody was going to take over, right? They like made a vow. I'm going to take over if something after.
This is Catholic, so
When the parents are there or after.
both. When the parents
Yeah, nah. You're not in charge. But you see where, that's why when you look at this word, they come up with all kind of stuff. Now, in the scriptures, did we father the fatherless? Yes. But in the concept of I'm alive, you don't have to take care of my kids. I'm supposed to take care of my own kids. Right? Now, you're my brother or my sister. You can come in, of course, if I'm not away and you see something, you check them and correct them. But there's no such thing as now you looking out for the spiritual guidance of my children when I'm around. You shouldn't have to do that, because that's the duty of that's my job as a parent. So, nah. No, with all that. All right? Kill that godparent thing. Like, it's just confused. You say about father and the fatherless, but in the context of what they're talking about, they're doing and mixing all kind of ideas in there that ain't in the word.
Yeah, that's what she said. Pastor told me that it's not valid unless we have a paperwork notarized and document through the church.
Yeah, that's some Catholic madness. That ain't in the scriptures. That's not in the scriptures. Somebody got to show me that one where you was a godparent. You know what I mean? That ain't in the word. All right? I'm going to say it again. What is in the word is that we took care of the fatherless. It said be a father to the fatherless, but not in the context of what they're talking about, godparent. All right? What else? What other questions? That's it? All right. So you can change that up there. We're going to go into this topic tonight. And like I said, this topic actually came from a brother's question. Okay? It came from a brother's question. So, you got the topic or no? Okay, so she didn't send you the thumbnail. She didn't send that? Or why is the husband the head of the house? Right? Why is the husband the head of the house? You know, and certain things in there about the kids. It's got to answer all of that. So, where we're going to start from is we're going to go back to 1 Corinthians 11 verse 1. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. And we're going to go over why is the husband, you got to change that YouTube, all that. Yeah. Why is the husband the head of the house? So read that. 1 Corinthians 11, let's start from verse 1. Jesus Christ, I can't forget that fan. Holy crap. Sis, the little fan over there, please. That's what happens when you try to rock leather in the summer. So read that. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Mawula, stay in there. You're finna read. Go ahead, read.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Be
The Bible, when they follow Christ. This is what Paul's saying. Go ahead.
Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
Right. So we were supposed to keep the ordinance, once again, that was set down in the Holy Spirit. Remember, these were spiritual men that the Holy Spirit spake and moved them. All right? So Paul was once again reestablishing what was going on in the turn it down. No, leave it there. Just turn it down a notch. They're supposed to be establishing what was established in the scriptures. Go ahead.
Verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Right. So the head of every man, our head, wasn't supposed to be cars, clothes, women, money. It was supposed to be Yahweh Shai, the Savior. Go ahead.
And the head of woman is the man.
So the head of the woman was the man. So this is an ancient ordinance. This is an ancient ordinance that the head of the woman, that was the head that was set up from the beginning, right? Go from there. Hold that. Go to 1 Timothy's, Mawala. Go back to 1 Timothy's 2 and 12. Read that. Read it out.
1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 12.
You got to get faster. Go ahead. Read.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
I'm sorry. Read the next verse.
Verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Right.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Right. So Adam was first formed, not Eve. The Most High put the man over the woman according to the order of how things was created. So we got to understand that this is an ancient ordinance since the beginning of time. This is how, when we get back in the kingdom, this, yeah, because it's so terrible right now, because the things are out of course and how everything is out of order. You can't even enjoy a relationship. You can't enjoy your household because this system, the so-called white man in America, has broken that structure of the head. So it was ordained by the Most High that the man was supposed to be the head. And we're going to go and show you why and what happens when he's the head and why is it needed that him being the head. He's not just a chemo sabi that walks around the house with a Al Bundy beer belly. You know what I mean? He's like sitting back, drinking a beer, not doing nothing, lazy, and then just says, hey, get my beer.
Right.
That didn't make him the head. What made him the head is much more than that. What made him the head is because he was supposed to be the covering. So jump back to Corinthians. Go back to Corinthians 11 and 3. Is the Most High. Go ahead.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered,
right,
dishonoreth his head.
So, which was Yahweh Shai. See, there was order. See, and that's what a lot of women don't understand, that we're not going to get out of it either. There's no getting out of it. And that's what a lot of brothers try to do with the truth. They try to usurp authority over the wife, but then when it comes to authority over them, it's like, nah, bruh. No, Yahweh Shai put a head over you also as men. Okay? That's another topic, but we're going to go a little deeper into why is the man the head? Because the Most High said so. The Most High ordained it from the beginning. Because you have masculine spirit, you have the feminine spirit. The way the Most High created a man in his judgment, in his mind, in righteousness. I'm going to say that again. The way the Most High created the man with wisdom, judgment, and righteousness, balance, and a order in the household. Now, if y'all thinking about nowadays, a man of the world being over the house, I know why you can say,
he just smokes weed all day.
He just smokes weed all day. Yeah, my nigga can't count 1 to 4 You know what I mean? It's like, let me, yeah, you know, you tell your husband, it's okay, baby. It says Mary had a little lamb.
Damn.
Right? Because he just got out doing 30 years and he's like, more. Right? So we get it. But guess what? The Most High is talking about a man of wisdom and understanding. I'm going to say that. Because a man in the world, you're right. You don't got no power and no authority. The scripture says you was as a beast before me. We were beastly. No wisdom. Poked everything back under the order of the angelic succession of the Most High, falling in line and being a God or striving to be the God that the Most High created him. This is that man. Okay? He falls in his head and the woman falls under that. So this is the structure, man, and a lot of families, a lot of households are out of order because there is no order that the Most High God established. So go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 3 verse 2. Damn, what the hell is happening online?
Oh no, yours is like that's your phone.
Ecclesiasticus 3 verse 2. It's weird. Is it turning red up there? Wow.
That's good.
Did you reset everything? That's weird. Okay. Ecclesiasticus 3. Come on. Ecclesiasticus 3 verse 2. Read that.
For the Lord,
You know what? Read 1.
hear me, your father, O children,
Go ahead.
and do thereafter, that ye may be safe.
And this is what brought the safety we're going to see. Read.
For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children,
Go ahead.
and hath confirmed the authority of the mother over the son.
The Most High has given the father, the man, the husband authority over his household, over his children, over his wife. The Most High has established this from the beginning of time. Why? Because what he put in man, what he put in Adam, what wisdom he gave him, this is what was supposed to be happen from the beginning, right? When you go back to Adam, go back to Genesis 1. This was supposed to happen from the beginning. Watch. Go to Genesis 1. Dominion. Go to Genesis 1 and 28.
Genesis 1 and 28. And the Most High.
Hold on. He said, yeah, 1 and 26. You know,
And the
almost
Most
had me
High
thinking
said,
I'm crazy, bro.
Let us make man in our image,
Go ahead.
after our likeness,
Go ahead.
and let them have dominion.
Let him have what?
Dominion.
Let him have what?
Dominion.
Adam was supposed to rule. The man was supposed to rule. Him coming back to his power, he is supposed to rule his household. He's the king of his castle. The Most High ordained this from the beginning. Now, we just touched over the other scriptures. Isaiah 3 and 12. We went to Isaiah 24 verse 5. Psalms 82 and 5. Showing that the whole earth is out of course. Man has relinquished and has been stripped of his crown. But as we come back to the laws and commandments of the Most High, Adam was supposed to be set up above all men. The righteous man, the godly man.
For that question,
Yeah.
it's perfect because it shows why everything's just so
Yeah.
chaotic. You know, people don't know what's right, what's wrong.
Right?
You have, again, it shows that the man was supposed to have that dominion, but for the safety of his family. Beautiful.
Right, yeah. So Read that one more time,
Genesis 1 and 26.
People forget this. Go ahead and fix it. Put it against here.
And the Most High said, let us make man in our image,
Go ahead.
after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air,
Go ahead.
and over the cattle, and over all the earth,
Right.
and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
We were supposed to have dominion and rule over everything. But we lost it, of course. But the Most High is putting that back together.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think the Most High is reestablishing the order?
Time.
He's reestablishing the structure. He's reestablishing the leadership of the righteous men, of the kings of the earth.
By his principles, not the world's principles,
Right.
not how I feel, but by how the Holy Scriptures is telling us how to get things in order.
Right.
And that's the beauty, because there's no confusion, there's no misunderstanding. It's plain and simple. This is what works, apply this. This is why the man should be the head.
Right. So, a lot of the question goes back to, well, why? Well, why is it? Why is he the head? Because that's what the Most High wanted. But why did he want it? Why did he want it that way? Because the Most High created Adam first, and that was promised to him. The Most High knew what he was doing when he created man first. That's why a woman don't go into a man goes into a woman. That's why a man physically is more stronger than a woman. No matter how much muscles you pump up, no matter how you have to pump testosterone, you have to kill that in your body. That woman part of you in your body. That's what the white man's doing. They're creating women to be men. They're killing part of your genetics. The things that was created in you in Genesis. I'll put it like this. Not no God-given man. Because you got some guys, man, that are weak as hell.
Oh yeah.
And it's we're not only talking about physically, we're talking about mentally, we're talking about spiritually. Now, that being said, does that make you inferior? Does that make you less of a person or weaker? Not really. You understand?
Time.
Is a cheetah weaker than a lion? Depends on what day, right? You can see a bunch of cheetahs gain up on a lion or overthrow them. You see that? So it ain't necessarily that the lion might be smart. They're powerful. They're more powerful. But the Most High created all of us in our order. You see that? And you got to say that too, because a lot of people think that Israelites are woman haters. No, of course not. We need the women. We need the women as much as the woman needs us. Right?
Time.
Woe to him. That twofold accord, that unity was needed. So this is important, man. So where are we at? Go to what did you finish reading? So read that one more time.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 2.
Go ahead.
For the Lord hath given the father honor over the children,
Right?
and hath confirmed the authority of the mother over the son.
You see that? Order. The Most High established the order. He gave him that order. Go to Genesis. Where's that at?
Genesis 18
Right.
and verse 18.
Let me find this other one.
Genesis 18 and 18.
Yeah, we're just showing that the Most High is showing the order of the things, how he wanted it to run. And we're seeing through the scriptures. And where you at?
Genesis 18 and 18.
Come on.
Seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation.
Seeing that who?
Abraham.
Come on, so now it's talking about the patriarch. We're going to the Old Testament. Talking about our patriarch Abraham, who had the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding. Read.
And all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him.
Yeah, so all the nations are going to be blessed by Abraham. Said he's going to have a great and mighty nation. Read.
For I know him, that he will command his children.
He'll do what?
Command his children.
Why? Because he's still in that same 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. He's over his household. It was nothing different from the Old Testament to the New Testament. It says that he'll do what?
Command his children.
Come on.
And his household.
And his what?
And his household.
So that's everybody in the household. The wives, the children.
Right.
Listen, the animals, the servants.
Right.
Everybody in the household, because we know Abraham had what was it, 500 servants that grew up in his house.
Mm-hmm.
He had command over all of that. But again, it was because the Most High put men in order to lead the family. There was no confusion. Read.
After him, and they shall keep the way of the Most High.
Come on, man. Keep the way.
Right. So the man, this is one part of what the man was going to do. He was going to teach his family how to keep the way of the Most High. So this is what, and it's going to go into that, but we wanted to get these little scriptures out of the way. Well, where's it in the Bible that the man is over the woman? We're reading it. The Most High ordained it. He gave the man dominion. He gave the man the power. And when we lock into Yahweh Shai, when we lock into the Most High, he has that power. So it ain't going to be no more men chasing women. It's going to be women chasing men. It says towards the end, it says a man shall be found more precious than gold.
Oh yeah.
It says towards the end, not even in the kingdom yet, like reaching in and coming out and being born into the kingdom, not all the way in the kingdom, but headed there. 7 women shall take hold of one man. Why? Because the women are going to be chasing the men now. It ain't going to be that, you know what I mean? Oh, I got to ask permission, or I got to worry about an attitude, or I got to worry about a spirit. The Most High is setting the order back on how it was supposed to be. Go to Ecclesiastes 3 verse 9. So you see that Adam ordered his house. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Who are we talking about? A man of wisdom, not a jokester, not a crack. We're trying to build up so you can get all these scriptures. Read that, Ecclesiastes 3 and 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 9.
Go ahead.
For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children.
See, the blessing of the father. See, this is why the Most High ordained the man, because the father was going to bring blessings on the wife and on the children. The father was supposed to do that. He was going to lead you into righteousness. He was going to tell you the right things to do. He was going to be that balance to the emotions that the woman has, to the effeminate spirit that the woman has.
Yep.
We've been talking about this the last few days. I was just talking about it with my rib. When you look at my son, him growing up, he got mother, 2 sisters, and then second mother. That's 4 women. Now he got you here. That's 5 women. Tiano 6. You 7. That's 7 women. You see that? So he's around a lot of women. Imagine if we just set this boy child to be raised by 7 women. And the other sisters that our name is sisters in the body in the school, and that is around him. Right? So outside of his family, he has another 1, 2, 3 sisters that would be around him. Imagine if he had just none but women around him. So when I watch him with Shariah, my eldest daughter, she picks him up and he wants something and he just yells, ah! I come in, I'm like, what you doing, bro? He's like, he quiets. Why? That's what happens when you have a masculine spirit in the house. If that masculine spirit is not there, it'll happen like the sons that don't have fathers there. The mom is always calling back. When that young lion hits 18 and 19, she's like, I can't control him. I can't control him. You need to be here. You already messed that up, girl. Because I was supposed to be there. But that's what happens when the whole earth is out of course. There's no order in the house. The Father is establishing, watch, read that again. You got to stay where you're at, bro.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes.
For the blessing of the Father establishing the house.
So the blessing of the Father, why? He's going to bring the peace, the order, the structure, and establish your household. So this ain't talking about a drunk, weed head, dope head nigga, a crip, gang banging nigga, or some effeminate faggot with a suit. And it ain't talking about an over masculine, we got to say that, right? It ain't talking about an over masculine man. Because what the scriptures say about that? Go there real quick. Stay where you're at. Read that one more time.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 9. For the blessing.
See that? So the father was the blessing. The husband was the blessing. Now, was he supposed to be over masculine? Was he supposed to be overbearing? No. See, the husband was supposed to bring the justice, judgment, wisdom, balance to every moment in the body of your house. Right? What does it say?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 30.
Write it down.
Be not as a lion in thy house.
So, we're not saying that a Hebrew Israelite man is like, oh, I'm a lion, oh, what the dude saying that one of these dumbass niggas that was a crip in a blood and then came into the truth and just switched his bandana for a headscarf. He was saying that on Facebook. Yeah, I'm a lion in the house, and if I want to call her a bitch, I can call her a bitch. Like, and she knows how to answer. Like, no, you're a dumb slave cheetah monkey. I mixed two.
Street cheetah?
No, cheetah monkey. Yeah, that's a mixture of street cheetah and monkey. Right? So, no, you're not supposed to be over masculine. And now, oh, woman, give me that meat. Then you throw the meat and just throw it off the table, and you're like, I'm a man. You know what I mean? Forks, we don't need forks here.
Right, like you just submitted to your
It's not that either. It's a man of wisdom, understanding, balance, justice, righteousness, all these things we're going to go through. Check it out. So this is what the husband was going to bring. Read that one more time, and then we'll move on.
Ecclesiastes 4 and 30.
Wow.
Be not as a lion in thy house.
Right.
Nor frantic.
Nor what?
Nor frantic.
Nor what?
Frantic.
Right. Now, that don't mean you're not going to get checked sometimes.
Right.
But this doesn't mean, man, I'm walking around. I can't do this no more. Like every day. Nah, sometimes I might play the crazy role, but that's not how we're supposed to be every day.
Okay.
Like every day you walking around, you frantic. You know what I mean? You're belligerent. You're just overbearing. Nah, it's supposed to be a balance, and we're learning it now. We're learning it.
Yep.
The husbands are learning it. The fathers are learning it. You know, it's hard because I be wanting to. You know what I mean?
I had a conversation today in the mall with a female. Her boyfriend, they live together. Stay with her parents.
Yeah.
I seen a mark on her neck. I'm like, who we got in a fight with? She's like, my boyfriend put his hands on me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh hell no. But I understand because obviously they got the little issues, the uncontrollable emotions.
I mean, if you weren't in the truth,
oh yeah,
and you know that to treat the woman as your own flesh. If you weren't in the truth, these women these days, you'd probably be choking them out too.
Yeah.
Because you would be wanting control that they haven't given to you, and now you're struggling for that control.
Right.
That's why we fight, and when I had to grow up, and when I became a man and put away childish things, I had to see if I got to fight for my wife to be in order, she is not my wife. If I gotta argue with you all the time on every step of the way, then you're not my rib. You haven't given me the authority. A woman, when she lays down with you in the bed, she's giving herself to you. So a lot of times we know in the world it's like the women are like, I'm doing you a favor. That the roles are switched. So you get in these relationships and then you're now choking this woman out. Why? Because you're like, I want authority. And she's like, nigga, I ain't never giving you authority because you're a maniac. You crazy. You this, you that. And she's like, I'm half lesbian anyway. I ain't giving you authority. I'm a rule the house. I'm loud. Rah, 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 rah. I'm the lion. It's chaos, destructive. That's why coming back into the structure in order of the Most High and Yahweh Shai, we start putting things back in order. The woman's supposed to submit. The children's supposed to fall in line. The head of the household is supposed to assume the head position. And the leadership with wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Now we got a family again.
God.
Right? So this is how it's supposed to be. So where are we at?
We're going to
go to 2nd Ezra 14 and 13. So now we're understanding in Ecclesiastes 3 and 9, it says the father, for the blessing of the father established the house. So he establishes the blessings. He establishes the blessings. We read in Genesis 18 and 18 that Abraham was going to command the children, set the order to do justice and judgment. So the husband establishes the house with blessings that honor. The father having the honor, he was going to establish honor in his house. So all these attributes we're learning from the father. And this is your earthly father, your dad, right? This is what was going to be established when he rules and he takes command of the house. Now read that, Ecclesiastes, 2nd Ezra 14, 13.
Now therefore set thine house in order.
Go ahead.
read that again.
Now therefore set thine house in order.
Yeah, and this is what men should be doing. Why? Because we just went through the principles of what the Most High wants the man to be.
So he's going to establish the what? Read it again.
Now therefore set thine house in order.
So we read in those past scriptures about judgment, justice, right? Blessings, and he's going to do what?
Set thine house in order.
So the man is going to do what?
Set thine house in order.
See, people don't understand. He's going to set it in order. The husband is supposed to be applying and spreading all these attributes through his household. Order, blessings, justice, judgment, Most High. Y'all get this? Go ahead.
Comfort such of them.
We supposed to do what?
Comfort such of them.
So the husband is going to do what?
Comfort such of them.
The husband is going to know when to comfort. The husband is going to know how to tell the wife when to turn up, turn down, right? He's going to learn from what she's saying. He's going to listen to what she's saying and know how to apply the justice, judgment in the house. You got your hand up? What? We're at
2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 13.
2nd Ezra 14, 13. So all these attributes the husband is setting up in the house. And when you move him out of the way,
Chaos.
you don't got justice. You don't got judgment. You don't got order. That's why the families are out of order. The households are out of order. The kids are out of order. Because the man is not there. And yeah, we can go through a whole nother class why the man is not there. But that's another class. This topic, we're going over how it should be. How it's going to be as the Hebrew Israelite man transforms back into the man the Most High made. Y'all get this? Go ahead.
Comfort such of them as be in trouble.
Right. So you're gonna learn comfort. right? The man is going to comfort. Go ahead.
And now renounce corruption.
And do what?
Renounce corruption.
Right. And he's going to teach the children to what?
Renounce corruption.
You're teaching justice, judgment, order, comfort, and you're going to teach them how to renounce corruption. You understand this? You're going to teach them how to renounce corruption. Go ahead.
Let go from thee mortal thoughts.
Yeah, man, you're going to teach. This man is going to do this dealing with his family. Y'all get this, right? Go to 1 Timothy 3 verse 4. So if you're looking at these scriptures, we're taking the scripture apart and we're going through and taking these points and showing that those things are, as the husband, he's going to establish in his house, in ruling his house. 1 Timothy 3 verse 4.
1 Timothy 3 verse 4.
But what we are learning above all these characteristics is the Most High gave him command. The Most High gave him, read it. Go ahead.
One that ruleth well.
One that what?
Ruleth well.
The man is supposed to do what?
Ruleth well his own house.
He's supposed to rule right his house. But that authority can't be taken. It has to be given. It has to be given. Now, it's given through respect and it's given through the woman lining up with him. That way the kids can see, wait a minute, mom and dad, they're a strong force. They're an unbroken force. That's the only way the husband's going to rule. I can come in with the Bible all I want. Most High said this, that, you can't rule. So now you see why all of our classes, our old classes, and Quatazab has been in good ground. Why? You should already know. Man, there's no way I can have a child with a disgruntled woman. A woman that doesn't believe, because then when the kids get of age, they're going to be out of order. I ain't going to be able to teach them justice, judgment, comfort. I ain't going to be able to command them. Why? Because they ain't giving me the rule. They're not giving me the rule of the house. Read it again.
One that ruleth well his own house.
That's the commandment. This is what the apostles was telling the prophets, the teachers. You got to rule your house. We're supposed to rule it with wisdom, judgment, justice, comfort, command, blessings. You're never going to let that happen if you don't give the... That's why. Because you're out of order. But that's a whole nother class. Read.
Having his children in subjection.
When the husband rules the house, he's going to teach them justice, judgment, equity, right? He's going to give them blessings. He's going to teach them how to be stable and grounded. That's what the husband's going to do. He's going to teach you how to be grounded. And that's why when you look at these kids, one parent homes, what happens?
Destroyed.
They don't have that. They don't have that. That's why you got the what? The tutu wearing boys. That's why you got the effeminate men. Right? The guys with beards walking around with dresses.
Girls hating, young ladies hating men, boys.
Yeah, young ladies hating men. Why? Understanding equity, judgment, justice, and have this mind in them is still wrong. So this is what the Most High is ordained from the beginning. The man is supposed to rule his house well. Read that one more time.
One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection.
That's what he's going to do. He's going to put them in order. And that might come in the order of, okay, okay, babe, you get the belt on him this time, I'll get next time. Right? It's got to be equity. It's got to be a balance. So they get punished, they get disciplined, they get blessings, right? They get how to think, how to deal from the parents, from the father. The father needs to be there, man. You need a dad, yeah.
I get it though. When I hit like 10 or 11, my mom was whooping us to hurt.
Yeah.
My dad used to work overnight, so like that. So I used to love my mom whooping me. I'm just about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you tighten your butt.
Yeah.
You tighten it up. Give it to me, mom.
It hurt.
Yeah, no woman can control you.
I laughed.
When my son got
I did.
Yeah,
tell you that. You see, but she's not a woman of wisdom. She's not a woman of the cloth. My baby mama, she's not a woman of the cloth. So, right, now she's complaining about he's like this. I'm like, I know. Because you didn't do it the way it was supposed to be done. Let me raise him. You can't raise no man child. And even these girls. If you let them, if you don't put it down on their ass, if that father ain't there, I watch them. They get a little mouthy with mom. Me, I give them that look like, go ahead, do it. I'm going to slap your tonsils out your mouth. Right? But I don't even have to do it. I think Shariah can count on one hand, one finger, how many times she got whooped. You know what I mean? Maybe on one hand. And she's already 16. 15, yeah. But it doesn't, I don't have to beat them. You don't have to beat them all the time. And we're going to talk about that a little more as we go on. All right? So read that one more time.
One that ruleth well his own house,
Go ahead.
having his children in subjection
Uh-huh.
with all gravity.
Right. Y'all see that? We're supposed to have them subject. Right? That's why this guy's punished. He don't get the game for the week. Why? Because he don't know gravity, wisdom, how to brush his damn teeth. Why? He's lazy-minded. So now he's going to have to be disciplined. Sit up right, man. Think I'm playing with you. It's discipline. So it's needed. You need that in the household. The mothers, he try to back talk them. The man got to come in and show you going to respect mom. Right? So that's what the husband's doing. He's laying that law down. That's what the father's doing. He's laying that law down. This is why the husband is needed in the house. Right? He's laying the spirit of the house. He's building that, the structure. And you don't see it until it's gone.
Let the deacons be the husbands of one wife,
Go ahead.
ruling their children.
What?
Ruling their children.
Right, ruling their children. Ruling their children. You know, you can see that. You've seen that part. It says ruling their children. Ruling their children. The Most High gave us the power to rule our house. But that's what the women got to see. I'm going to say it again. There should be no authority struggle. There should not be no authority struggle in a godly house. It should already be established that the man has the rule. You shouldn't have to fight your woman for rule. That's why you brothers got to be careful who you marry. Be careful who you lay with. Be careful who you choose. Go ahead.
Ruling their children and their own house as well.
Right, and their own house as well. See? So this is, I mean, those.
This is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 17.
Go ahead.
You got the scriptures right. I got the scriptures.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 17.
Yep.
Hold it.
Read that again.
Hebrews chapter 13 verse 17.
Right. So we're seeing that the father was there to get the house in order, but there was another reason as well why he has to be in the house, why the father has to have that authority, man, that the Most High gave to him. Read where you at.
Obey them that have rule over you.
Right. Obviously, obey the children, even the wives. Obey them to have rule over you. It was given by the Most High. Read.
And submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls.
It says, do what?
Submit yourselves.
Yeah, so there has to be something willing, just like the priest has said. You got to be willing to give up that power. The wives have to be willing to give up that power to the mother or to the father. Same for the kids, to the mother and to the father. But read, it says they do what?
Submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls.
And they do. This man watches for your soul. This righteous man. Why? Because he knows. He's grave. He has the wisdom. He has the knowledge. He has the understanding. He's watching out for your soul. Listen, let's counsel, family. Let's all come together. And let's talk about the issues and problems that we have going on so that we can take care of that. But they say he does what?
Watch for your soul.
Yeah, he does watch for your soul. He's looking out for the best interests. Just like the teachers when they went out to talk to Israel, preach to Israel, watching out for their best interests. Read.
As they that must give account.
They must do what?
Must give account.
Yeah, why? Because this man has to give account of his children, his wives. Why? Because he's teaching them. Read.
That they may do it with joy.
Come on, read.
And not with grief.
Yeah, he has to give an account, man. Listen, y'all are all in subjection to understanding why we're doing this. He's teaching you out of the Bible. But again, this is a just man, a righteous man. But it's going in that this man protects his family. He's looking out for the souls of his family. Read.
For that is unprofitable for you.
Yeah, read up again. For they watch.
For they watch for your souls. As they that must give account.
Right, they give account. Again, that's like for anything, man. Parents have to give account for their kids when they go to school acting wildly, right? But it's the same thing whenever this man is giving account to the Most High. Listen, did you instruct them in the right way? Did you teach them the ways of me? Read.
That they may do it with joy.
Come on, that they may do it with joy. Read.
And not with grief.
Yeah, man, because why? This is safety for them. This giving the rule, him having account of their souls, is safety for them. Give me 1 Peter 3 and 4.
1 Peter chapter 3 verse 4.
And we're seeing that this man is protections for his family. The Most High has been there for a reason. Again, that's why the world, man, you get a lot of single parent households and they look famished. The woman's being ran by her kids. We see it daily because we work in the mall where we see people all the time. But they're sitting there getting ran. The parents getting ran by the kids. No masculinity there. No father figure. No one to be like, you're not doing that. In that tone of voice to shut it all down. Mom's looking like, listen, I need a break. I need to give my kids to the babysitter and go have a drink. Why? Because the man's not there. But the man was going to be a protection. And that's what this society knows. The man was a protection. Read where you at.
1 Peter chapter 3 verse 4.
Come on.
But let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is
actually not that. Give me verse 2. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2.
Shall be as an hiding place.
Who shall be as a what?
An hiding place.
Yeah, this man is going to have accountability for his family. That's going to have accountability for his children, his wives. He's going to be as a what?
An hiding place.
Come on, man. This man, listen, the Most High ordained men to protect his family, to guide them. Again, that's why there's chaos. And it's sad. Whenever you, especially if you're in the truth, and if you're watching online, wives that want to, obviously try to usurp authority, you got to see that this man that you're battling against, he's a what?
An hiding place.
Yeah, man. Listen, women is not hiding places. Let something jump off. You running. Now we understand that women get the strong spirit on them. You seen videos of them flipping over blessings and stuff like that. But again, that's the spirit of the Most High. But the thing is that no, it was the man of the Most High. Read.
And hiding place from the wind.
From the what?
From the wind.
Yeah, and the wind is everything, man. All this different turmoil that goes out there. You got all these individuals, listen, that are predators, man. That are preying on women, children, ravishing through households, stealing. This man was going to protect you from that. He was going to show you how to move around and circumspectly. Be wise while you move around. Why? Because he understands. That's his thinking. Women are normally what? Taking care of the children, doing the housely duties. But when it comes to these other avenues, these other areas, the man is there thinking for the family, making sure, listen, everybody gonna walk on the right side, or they're gonna walk on the inside of me, away from the street, right? Keep reading.
And a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest.
Come on, man. A covert, man. A covert from the tempest. A protection from the tempest. From the devil, from all those tricks. Read.
As rivers of water in a dry place.
Come on, man. This man was going to be protection for his family. Read that again.
And hiding place from the wind.
Right. And we're seeing that, again, the man is the protection. But what I like, though, and no. Read that again. You start from the top.
A man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest.
Right.
As rivers of water.
And you see that a lot of the women, nothing against the women, but it hasn't been kept up. The women can't do it alone. These houses, man, the women tried. Think about it. The Israelite women tried. Good job. But look at where we're headed to. What?
It says wind. It reminds me of the scripture says, "Be not carried away
With every wind of doctrine, yeah.
Doctrine. So it's like you see these houses that women is ruling. You got these boys that are homosexuals.
Yeah.
You got the chicks that are free spirits.
Yep.
He's at the age of accountability and awareness to know that, you know, the way I move, a lot of times I might move a little feminine or whatever. It's not gay. He's a whoremonger, but he's aware.
We got feminine nature.
That feminine nature. He's emotional. You know the way he moves.
Right. Yeah. And that's why it's like in the truth, when you deal with a lot of the men in the truth coming into the knowledge, being able to deal with them in like on a father level, on a brother level. It's hard because a lot of cats never had that in their life. So when you're telling him, straighten up, put off the old man, brother, you know what, you got to put this off. There's a lot of brothers that cringe up like, your voice got too much of an octane, and you know what, you hurt my feelings. Like, but I thought you was a killer, thug, you shoot people for food. Like, if you're a man, then you can talk like men talk. You know what I mean? I didn't curse at you. I just got a little more forceful. But it be like that. It be like that because that effeminate nature of the women raising the men. They haven't had a covering, man. The man is the covering for the children, for the kids, for the household, the family, the protection. Y'all know damn well, I don't care how many times you go to the gym, right? If you hear a noise at 4 o'clock in the morning, you gonna go downstairs and you gonna check, or you gonna tell your husband, baby, somebody's at the door. I hear that. You hear that? You ain't gonna be like, listen, baby, sit down. I got this. Right. You're not gonna do that. What you gonna do is be telling him, and he's gonna be like, if he's a real man, not only because he got a gun or because he got a thing between his legs, if he got wisdom, he's gonna be like, listen, grab you, got the kids, yes. Because of his stones. It's because the Most High set him up with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to rule his house the right way. And that's supposed to happen. You got to let him. You sisters got to let him. Stop breaking these men's spirits. Stop breaking their spirit, man. Where we at? Go to, you went to, go to Ecclesiastes 37:23. Ecclesiastes 37:23, excuse me.
Ecclesiastes 37 verse 23.
Go ahead.
A wise man instructed his people.
He do it what?
Instructed his people.
So a wise father, a wise husband is going to instruct his people. You understand that? He's going to instruct his family. He's going to teach them. See, now I have to go into it a little bit because that's why you Hebrew Israelite men need to step the hell up. This ain't about you just getting scriptures to argue online. This ain't about you getting scriptures for you to get with women. Because when you get with these women, you're not going to know what to do if you're not establishing your house with the rules and regulations and laws and wisdom and justice and fortitude and blessings of the Most High. It ain't about just, oh yeah, I get the knowledge just to debate online. But when I go home, I'm still Tyrone. Right? I'm still C-Rag from 40 rolling, 60 rolling, whoop, 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 crip. Right? That's what I'm saying, brothers. It's like you almost, Quatazab said it best today, man. You want to sew old cloth on new garment. You want to sew that crip in the middle of the Israelite. You know what I mean? That's why you still try to have that swag, that crip swag, but you call yourself a Israelite. You're not fooling nobody, man. That's niggerism hid under the garment. And it got to stop. You got to step up as a leader, a prince.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 34 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
A wise man instructed his people.
Right.
And the fruits of his understanding fail not.
See? A wise man instructed his family. He instructed his people. And then you're going to see his roots, his family, his children. It's not going to fail. It's not going to fail. The Most High is going to let that last because he's dealing with wisdom and understanding and justice and fortitude. Hold that. Go to Proverbs, or you read verse 23, right? Go to Proverbs 4, verse 1. And this is what the Father is going to teach. Proverbs 4 and 1. You got it, Mawala? You got two scriptures down over there, don't you? Oh, okay. Proverbs 4 and 1. Read that.
Proverbs 4 verse 1.
Go ahead.
Hear, ye children.
Go ahead.
The instruction of a father.
But you got to let him be the husband. You got to let him be the father. Your children ain't going to hear the instruction if you don't let the husband or respect him for his job. He can't be the father. Why? Because you won't let him be the husband. He can't be the husband. Why? Because you won't let him rule his house. You won't let him rule his house with order and righteousness. Why? Because you haven't submitted to the Creator. This is the problem, man. Read it again.
Hear, ye children.
Right.
The instruction of a father.
Go ahead.
And attend to know understanding.
Right. That's what the father, husband is going to do to the house. He's going to give them the instruction and understanding with wisdom. That's what he's going to do. Go ahead.
For I give you good doctrine.
Go ahead.
Forsake you not my law.
Do what?
Forsake you not my law.
See, he's going to teach them the laws. This is what the father's going to do. Put on a dress. Study. What this law say? What that law say? Right? What it applied to? Exactly. Go ahead.
For I was my father's son.
Right?
Tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother.
Go ahead.
He taught me also.
He what?
He taught me also.
The father's going to do what to the kids?
Taught me also.
Yeah, because the mother did what? Fell in line, sit back, and shut up when the father was ready to teach. You didn't override his authority. She didn't override his authority. Well, baby, see, you not letting me. See, why you always try to talk over? Like she's talking to you like she's the man. The whole house would be out of order. The whole family would be chaotic. Now the kids are seeing this. The kids would be in chaos. You got to let the father do what? He taught.
He taught me also, and said unto me,
Right?
let thine heart retain my words.
Right. And that's what the Father's doing. Telling them to retain the laws, statutes, commandments, the words. Go ahead.
Keep my commandments and live.
Read.
Get wisdom, get understanding.
And that's what the Father's doing. He's teaching them to get what?
Wisdom.
He's teaching the kids to get what?
Wisdom.
Video games.
Wisdom.
TikTok.
Wisdom.
Snapchat.
Wisdom.
Facebook.
Wisdom. Get it not.
Read.
Neither decline from the words of my mouth.
Right. That's what he's teaching the children. This is why you got to let the Father do his job. Jump over to chapter 3, verse 1.
Chapter 3, verse 1.
Go ahead.
My son, forget not my law.
And that's above all. The Father's teaching the children, the family, the household, not to forget the laws of the Most High. He's teaching his sons, man, not to forget the laws of the Most High. Because if you do, all this is going to crumble. All this happiness you got, joy and peace, is going to crumble. Go ahead.
But let thine heart keep my commandments.
Read.
For length of days.
The Father's teaching the kids how to live longer. Healthy, wise, peaceful, right? By following the laws of the Most High, by following the commandments. It don't always have to be your way, man. Yeah, your husband ways, he might like his spaghetti a certain way, but that don't got nothing to do with anything. He's teaching you the laws. He might sit in the bathroom for 40 minutes, but is he teaching you the laws? Right? Is he teaching you the laws in the house? The commandments, wisdom. Y'all see this? So you got to understand what type of man you have and what his job, his duty is to do in the household. And you know what the brother said to me? He said, man, could you put a class together showing how important the man is to the household and what he does? This is it.
Yeah.
This shows the importance.
It's a comment.
What?
No, she says, Khan, I can honestly say I have been out of order and been breaking my man's spirit. But pride kicked in thinking it was okay when I knew it wasn't.
Right. And that's the problem. That's the problem. A lot of women don't want to be humble. They don't want to follow the laws. They don't want to follow the scriptures. They don't want to fall within that order. And now your whole house is out of order. Then the kids are out of order. Right? Now, let's throw a common one you already should know. We know this is about the husband, but let's throw this one in there. Proverbs 13, 14 and 1. And then we're going to jump back.
Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Why? How? She's going to set back and let the husband rule his house. Once again, I'm not talking about the drug dealing, weed smoking, whoremongering niggas. I'm talking about a godly man. That's, you supposed to let him rule. You understand that? You're supposed to let him rule your house. We know what those other niggas was doing to our houses. They're helping the white man. I'm gonna do it. You know how I did the woman helping the white man class?
Right.
I gotta do the man helping the white man class. Helping the beast. Why? Because these niggas that's doing that in their households,
Right.
getting high in front of their kids,
Yep.
right? Drinking belligerently in front of their kids, beating their ribs, choking them out, showing no respect for the woman. All they doing is bringing and imploding our nation still. Right? When they get in the car, all they put on is what? Damn 666 Mafia,
Right.
or damn
Triple Red, that's the new guy right now, new album. Triple Red, Trippy Red.
Trippy Red, or whatever these monkeys,
Goons.
these monkeys' names is, man. Right? You listen to that and your kids, and you sitting there listening, pumping that in their minds.
City Girls, yeah.
Yes, all that. This is what you're supposed to be doing. But to bring that point out again, read it again.
Every wise woman buildeth her house,
Right?
but the foolish plucketh it down with their hands.
So the woman got to fall back and let the husband teach. Let the husband guide. Let the husband lead. Let the husband be the father, because you ain't studied. Once again, it goes back to the Holy Spirit we went over yesterday. So jump back. Let's go back. Let's finish up that Proverbs 3.
Proverbs 3 verse 2.
Go ahead.
For then the days and long life and peace shall they add to thee.
You see that? Length of days, long life, and peace. What is the Father going to do? He's going to give you the wisdom to have what? Read it again.
For length of days.
He's going to teach his kids, man, why crack is whack. Why say no to dope? Why that the Bible is just not, I don't teach my kids the Bible is all you do is celebrate on the Sabbath, right? And then you act holier than thou on the Sabbath, and then that's it. I teach them this is the way of life. Wisdom. When you get older, how are you going to make it through the problems, emotions, anxiety, anger, depression? How are you going to let this Holy Spirit guide you in everything? Not just, oh yeah, put on your head wrap and act fake. If they do that, that's because they go ahead.
And long life.
And what?
And long life.
Read.
And peace shall they add to thee.
And what?
Peace shall they add to thee.
What is the husband bringing in the house?
Peace.
He's going to bring peace through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He's going to get these kids in line. He's got to get them in order with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Hold that and jump over to Ecclesiastes 30. Ecclesiastes 30 and 3.
Ecclesiastes chapter 30 and verse 3.
So, remember I told you we were going to touch on the kids?
Come.
We're going to touch a little bit on it because it all goes together. If you let the husband lead, teach, build the kids' family household with wisdom, then he's going to be doing this. Read this.
He that teacheth his son.
He that doeth what?
Teacheth his son.
And daughter. Read.
Grieveth the enemy.
That's what the father husband is supposed to be doing. Not making little more gremlins. So when he gets 16 and 17, he gets shot on the street. Y'all not understanding this. This is how the husband protects the house. He leads them, ruling them rightly, justly. Everybody, my son, he got shot in the streets. Why? Because you didn't rule and teach him correctly. And show him, bro, when you get pulled over by the enemy, agree with thy adversary quickly. You ain't got nothing to say. The devil, blood is on his teeth. He wants your blood. They got to be taught the correct way. So you grieve your enemy. You grieve him when he ain't out there with his pants sagging. Man, we met this kid from, where was the little kid? The kid from, the 20-year-old kid. He was from, was it Canada or Iceland?
Oh, Iceland.
This kid was
Right.
20 years old.
Iceland.
He graduated?
He's in school.
No, he was in college.
Yes, sir.
He was in college, 20. This guy, I thought this dude was at least 25.
Right.
Man, he had his pants up,
Shirt tucked in.
I was like, man, where you coming from? I was like, what you doing? Where you from, man? From Iceland.
Iceland.
You met anybody from Iceland? Especially a Negro? This kid, sharp.
Oh yeah.
When the cops pull him out the car, he's going to be the last one they shoot down in the streets. Why? Because he's going to use his damn brain. But what happens when you raise them smoking blunts and all they see you doing is, here, let's smoke weed together. You dumb niggas, man.
Yep.
Dumb niggas. You smoking weed with your kids. And that's why they get shot, killed, murdered, doing madness and foolishness. They're gremlins. But the father, if you keep the husband and let him rule the house, he's going to grieve the enemies with righteous children. Go ahead.
And before his friends, he shall rejoice of him.
You see that? And this is what you children got to see. You don't supposed to be misrepresenting your household, the family name, through madness, through lies, deceptiveness. You are the name of your father, your mother. You see that? You see how all this goes together? But what happens? A wise woman buildeth her house. A wicked one, she pull it down. She's loud. She's clamorous. Then you're going to be what? Chubby, alone, with damn disordered, out of order kids. What? Right, exactly. Yeah, keep those images up there a little longer. Let them see them. Go ahead, read.
Though his father died.
Though his what?
Though his father died.
Go ahead.
Yet he is as though he were not dead. For he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
You see why you let the man rule the house? Now, let's apply this scripture to a negative Negro. He's going to leave one like himself. And that's what you got. You got little gremlins being perched out by street cheetahs. And all they're doing is what? Showing their kids how to do drugs, be dumb, don't think, don't use wisdom. So you got to rule correctly. Go ahead.
While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him.
Right.
And when he died, he was not sorrowful.
Right. Because why? The father ruled, the mother and the father were joined in the same mind and the same judgment. And they taught the kids the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High, man. You got to see what the husband does, man. You got to see what the Most High ordained in the house and why he did it. Go ahead.
He left behind him an avenger against his enemies.
Yeah, man. My son's supposed to be an avenger. My daughters are supposed to be avengers. You remember, if y'all watch the old Chinese movies, all the nations do it. But except for what? Us street cheaters, right? All we worry about is what? Dad is gone. You know what I mean? Can I get that 20-pack he had in the car? Of the bud? It's sad. But when he leaves, now I will kill you, right?
That's like 20 years down the road.
Yeah. You're supposed to be the avenger, not into killing, but okay, father's gone. Who's the next to come up in his standard and show forth honor? Now, the beautiful thing is we're not only doing this for our house, we're doing this for our nation. And people don't see that. So when you're loud and you're disgruntled and you're disobedient with your husband, know that your kids are going to be damn jacked up. Household disarray. What's that? What you was going to say?
Oh, that makes up perfectly with Kings, what David did with Solomon.
Right.
I said, my son, be strong and be, like, basically keep the commandments.
Right.
He taught the commandments, and then Solomon literally avenged him of his enemies.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. Yep. And he did it honorable too. He let the ones live that dealt with the father correctly. Right? He was a wise king. He was a wise son. Right? You take a man of wisdom out of that situation. The protection, the guide, the strength. Go ahead, read.
He that made it too much.
Verse 6.
He left behind him an avenger against his enemies,
Uh-huh.
and one that shall requite kindness to his friends.
See, and he knowed how, this child would know how to be the character and the standard if you raise up and train up a child. Okay? So go back to Proverbs. Go back to Proverbs 3, right? What verse were you at? Okay. That's the end of verse 2. Go ahead and read down.
Verse 3. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee.
Right?
Bind them about thy neck.
And that's what we're going to teach the kids. That's what a righteous man is going to teach the kids. Not 100 ways to roll a blunt. Not, look, this is how you popping this Uzi. That's not going to save him. You're supposed to bind the law to their mind. Go ahead. Come on.
Write them upon the table of thine heart.
Read.
So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of the Most High and man.
That's what the scripture said. These are our weapons. But you teaching them the wrong weapons. You teaching.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
Read.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
So you see what the father was doing? The husband was directing the household, wife, children, daughters to build with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Y'all get this, right? Go from there. Go to Ecclesiasticus. Go to Ecclesiasticus, Mawala, 37 in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiastes 37, and you're going to read verse 24. Did we read that already?
No, you didn't read 2. You didn't finish.
Read Ecclesiastes 37 verse 24, and then Shamayar, go to Proverbs 24 verse 3. Do you got it? You're going to read loud and strong. Read that. Ecclesiasticus 30. A wise man will be filled with blessings. The father's bringing blessings to the family. Blessings to the wife, to the household. Many a times your husband is telling you, know what? Be confident. Go in there, say this, do this. You're going to get the job. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, the reason, if you say so. It's like, won't you just go in there with the confidence that he's telling you? Go in there with the confidence that he's telling you. Well, I'm not. The reason why, couldn't we do it? Like, just follow. He's going to lead you to get the blessing with wisdom. The Most High will bless you if you would just listen. But that's what the father, the husband, is doing. Read it again. A wise man shall be filled with blessings. Go ahead. And all they that see him, and that's what the husband will bring to the house. He's supposed to bring happiness, order, peace, discipline, guidance. Y'all got to see this, man. This is why our families are out of order. The houses are out of order. Go ahead and sit down, Mawala. Read that. Read where you at,
Proverbs 24 verse 3.
Go ahead.
Through wisdom is in house building.
And that's what he's doing. He's building this house through wisdom. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to see it. He's building the house over wisdom. Structure, order. Read it again.
Through wisdom is an house building.
Go ahead.
And by understanding it is established.
By understanding it's established. You got. Go ahead.
No, just like you said, it's on point. Read that again.
Through wisdom is an house building, and by understanding it is established.
Yeah, man. The Most High has given us just the principles, man, to have harmony in the household, to have that understanding between the wife, the husband. Listen, through this wisdom, through this Bible, everything's going to flourish. And it does come through the man. Because why? He's honoring Christ, his head. Right. Which sees that listen, you're right in accordance with me. Listen, I'm going to bless everything underneath you.
Right.
Just like when you deal with our forefathers, our patriarchs, Job. Listen, you think Job had all that riches and land because of his children?
Right.
Yeah, Job was a righteous head. Job was doing what was pleasing in the eyes of his head. Through the Most High by Hashem Yahushua. Same thing with Abraham. These men builded their houses with the wisdom of the Bible. And read.
Wait, we're real quick. This brother's asking, What was the scripture we went to before Proverbs 14 and 1? Who's writing them down? Proverbs 4 and 1. And what was the scripture before that? Proverbs 3 and 1? Ecclesiastic is what? 34 and 23? Huh? 37 and 23. Ecclesiastes 37 and 23. What we go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, well, where you at?
Proverbs 24 and 3.
Yeah, just showing that this man, that the Most High, listen, has ordained with the power, with the wisdom, with the knowledge. He's gonna build it with wisdom, but it takes that wife to be in submission to understand that that's just the way it is. That man will bring forth everything that you want. Read.
Through wisdom is an house builder.
Come on.
And by understanding it is established.
Yeah, man. And again,
Right. Let me answer this one. So if we have free will, is our dynasty vain? Destiny vain? You gotta reword that for me. What do you mean by that? Like, if you're watching class, then you got to reword what you're saying. Huh? I wonder why it's. Yeah, I wonder why he said that. I don't know if you're looking at class right now. You got to read.
Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established.
and then the understanding part. Listen, they have to understand that the Most High is building these houses off of His principles, off of His basics, and that's what the wisdom and knowledge of that man from the Bible. The understanding, and by understanding it is established, because you got to be in harmony, man. That household got to be in harmony,
right?
Because if it's not, again, that Proverbs 14:1, that one will pluck it down.
Yeah. If
you're not understanding what your husband is doing, why the Most High gave him that authority, why He didn't want no confusion in the house, why He was the head. By understanding, it's established. The kids are in order now. They see that, listen, mom's obeying dad, mom's listening to dad. Listen, we're going to listen to mom, just like mom listens to dad. It's the same thing, just like kids, man. They see one person do it, they do the same thing.
Yep.
With understanding why that man's teaching his children, they do what they want to. And that's what we're not, that's what the Most High was separating us from. And He's giving us this wisdom to build our houses, man, to be an example to that craziness out there.
Yep. Go to Ecclesiastes. Where do we go? Oh, go to Ecclesiastes 37, verse 12. Now y'all got to see why the scriptures say this. After all what we just went over, check this out. Ecclesiastes 37 and 12. Check this out. Read that.
But be continually with a godly man.
Be with what?
Continually with a godly man.
A wicked nigga?
A godly man.
Drug dealer?
A godly man.
Fornicator?
A godly man.
Adulterer?
A godly man.
Y'all see that? This is why. Why? Because now He's showing you a godly man's going to build in righteousness. He's going to establish his house in order with the laws, statutes, commandments, and leading his kids and his wife to the light. That way, when the kingdom comes on earth, your whole family gets in the kingdom. Your whole family gets in the kingdom. But everybody got to be in the same mind and same judgment. The wife got to know when it says, husbands, be as wise as be as husbands, be as you have not wives, be as though you have not wives. I don't want to quote that wrong. The wife got to know why it says that. She got to know what it means. She got to know what it means if any man love father, mother, brother, sister more than me is not worthy of me. She got to know that got to be in her that we can't put the truth, the word, the ministry aside for our own selfish things. Then the kids got to come and see the same thing. That our mission is godly. Not only godly, what has it been doing? Right? Haven't we been blessed? Our mind, spirit, thoughts, body, family, household. What has your today? Well, where's this decision coming from? Wait a minute. If you do this, what's going to happen with his this and that and this and that? And he's like, no, we're going to walk in faith like Abraham, our father. And you're going to follow. But that uncertainty is what you got to go through. And let the husband rule the house with faith, wisdom, understanding, justice, and balance. It's got to happen, man. Read it again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 37 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
But be continually with a godly man,
Right.
whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee.
Right. He will what?
Sorrow with thee.
Yeah, whose mind is according to thy mind. Someone that is in unity. Unity with the Most High. You guys are unified, and the kids are unified. Go ahead.
If thou shalt miscarry.
Go from there. Go to Titus 2 verse 2. What is these men that ruling, what are they going to teach us? Read that.
Titus 2 verse 2. That the aged men be sober.
Be what?
Sober.
He's supposed to be teaching the wife, the kids, the boys, the daughters to be what?
Sober.
No, drunk.
Sober.
High as hell.
Sober.
Chaotic.
Sober.
Angry.
Sober.
Emotional.
Sober.
He's supposed to be teaching the kids, the family, the wife, the daughters, the sons to be sober. To be sober. That's what the aged man is going to do. Go ahead.
Grave.
What?
Grave.
Grave. Rooted. Founded. Right? Not all over the place. My whole household is chaotic. But structured. Go ahead.
Temperate.
There you go. Temperate. Go ahead.
Sound in faith.
Read.
In charity. In patience.
That's what the husband is doing. That's what the Israelite man is doing in the household. He's teaching all these things. He's establishing these things in the family. That's why you got to let him do his job and you do your job. Y'all see that? We got any questions on that? So what happens when the husband doesn't rule? What happens? Y'all get it. The Most High gave the order to the husband to rule. He gave the order and commanded him to rule the house well. And with what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now, what happens when he doesn't? Go to 1 Timothy 5 and 8. Give me the definition of infidel. 1 Timothy 5 verse 8. Mawala, you're going to grab Luke 21 and 23. And you're going to read it before you read so you can read it right. You're going to go to Luke 21, 23. So read that first, read where you're at.
1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8.
Go ahead.
But if any provide not for his own.
But if any provide, y'all thought buying the cherry Kool-Aid, right? The churches tell you, yeah, you have to be the one that buy your woman the drawers. When she want Victoria's Secretions, you were supposed to be there. You ain't a real husband. You ignorant niggas. You're out of your damn mind. That's not what it's saying. You got to read the whole scripture. First of all, the Most High ordained the man not to be a servant to the wife. So he couldn't just be going out getting a job to go home and give the damn money to the woman. What the hell are you talking about? Not saying the man ain't gonna bring some bread home. But for you to think that he's supposed to live his life to make sure you're good and the bills are paid, you out of your mind. Then what's the difference between a worldly man? So this ain't saying that providing for your house was just him working and getting money. This is talking about what he ordained in Ephesians 5. Husbands, dwell with your wives according to knowledge, as Christ dealt with the church. This is what this is talking about. Read it again.
But if any provide not for his own,
Right?
and especially for those of his own house,
Read.
he hath denied the faith.
He had denied the faith. If you're not giving if the husband is not doing his job, take a look around in the world and see what we got when he's not there doing his job. We got damn infidels. Read.
And it's worse.
Hey, I stopped one today. Hey, man, come check us out, man. He was like, man, that smells good, but I got the kids I got to take care of right now. I'm like, all right, man, I see you. Power to the people, black man.
Stay up.
Stay up. Right? I see that all through the mall. Hey, bro, check us out. Oh, man, it's the kids today. Okay. Oh, man, it's the woman today. He's doing that. Why is there less faggots and transvestites and boy girls? Why? Why is there less? Why is there not less? Because them providing what money and Pampers and making sure they got milk in the fridge is the least.
You be having money, man.
Yeah, of course you're supposed to buy your kid Pampers. You know what I mean? When they read that, it was like, what do you think? I'm the type of Hebrew Israelite that, nah, nigga, I don't buy Pampers for the kids. That's the woman's job. Son, you hungry? You better learn how to live, nigga. No, of course you buy Pampers. Clothes, we got to buy him shoes. We got to take care of them. Of course you're going to do that. But what's more important? The scriptures tell us the Most High clothes us with these carnal things. It's the spirit. You're supposed to be there, the spirit. And the man hasn't been. And that's why our families are like heathens. Infidel, what do you got?
Infidel, opposing or traitorous to a given religion.
Yeah, that's why you got traitors.
Traitorous.
These kids are being raised as traitors against the Most High. And Ezra said it the best. He said, monstrous children. That's what's being brought forth. Monstrous children. When the husband is not there, you got traitors being raised up. And that's when you raise them. All these little kids, 9, 10 years old, ask them if they believe in God. Their little lesbian mama told them what? You believe what you like. You believe what you feel. Their little dyke-ass mom, or she goes both ways, or she's pansexual.
Both ways. I seen that today, both ways.
Right? When they don't got the husband ruling, what happens? Look around. You think it's a damn Illuminati? It's like, oh wow, that's fictitious. Man, look around in the world when these men boys don't have a father, and these daughters don't have a good black man, Hispanic man, Israelite man to run their house the right way. What happens? It's chaos, man. Chaos. Infidel. What else you got?
It says disbelieving the inspiration of the scriptures.
Yeah, you see that? And that's why this day and age, how many more kids don't even know about the Most High? They don't even know about the Creator. They don't know about God. Tell them reading about the Bible. They don't know about the Most High. It's a godless kingdom, and you're raising godless children when you don't let that man rule his house well. There's no order. There's no discipline. There's no blessings. There's no peace. The Most High, man, he laid it down. What?
It
Go
says,
ahead.
the infidel writer is a great enemy to society.
Oh,
We're just showing that
Oh.
infidel, the society of Israel.
right?
Come on, man. When you don't raise your kids, you're showing our people, Israel, that's the standard. You're an infidel, man. You're a traitor to the nation of Israel.
Right. Right. You got that, Luke? Right. Luke 11.
Luke 11 and verse 21.
Then let them which
No, you got to read louder. Put it close to your mouth.
Luke chapter 11 and verse 21.
Read it.
then let them which
When
are in
no, Luke 11
Maybe at 10.
verse 21. Luke 11 and 21. Go ahead and read it out. You'll get the next one, Ma Waller. Ma Waller, you're going to go to Ecclesiastes 36. Go ahead.
Luke 11 and 21.
Go ahead.
When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods
That's
are-
what the strong man is. A man of wisdom. A confident man. You want to know what a strong man is? It's a man that the woman backs. Not she's yelling at him in the background about the kids. She's backing him. She's a strong woman. He's a strong man in this parable. Go ahead.
his goods are in peace.
His what?
His goods are in peace.
What did it say earlier? The husband is going to what? Keep the house at peace. Right? It's going to keep order. It's going to keep justice, gravity, soundness. The father keeps the peace. So if you got that little dyke mentality in you, you know what? I'm going to get me a dumb man. I'm watching y'all, your little young ones growing up. Y'all looking for these idiots online because he's cute. You better wait till the Most High raise up an Israelite man or Israelite boy. Because you looking online, guess what these kids are thinking about? Only one thing. I got to hit these kids in here, man, because they're getting of age. 16, 12, 12. Quarter shy right now. Right now, that guy you looking at on TikTok talking about, he cute. Guess what's going to happen? That little dummy, the little dummy is going to do what his dummy ass dad is doing with his dummy ass mom. And you going to make more little dummies. And then you going to be what? Heartbroken. I don't know why this happened to me. Because when you were sitting in class, learning the wisdom of the Most High, you rejected it. Then you went out there and got you some dumbass boy. And the cycle continues. This is why you let the man run the house. So he can tell his daughter. So when that kid comes to the door, remember on Bad Boys? Remember at Bad Boys when he came to the front door? Was that Bad Boys 2? He came to the front door. He was like, who you, nigga? Right, Reggie? Right, exactly. That's how I gotta be. Like, yeah. And it ain't gonna be no, right? You gotta tell them because they know what's on these boys' mind. Especially now this day. All little girls are looking for what? You want to be happy? You want to be at peace. Well, that ain't gonna happen if you choose an idiot. You ain't gonna. It goes all downhill. One idiot to the next.
Yep. It's the constant cycle.
Yes, and then next you know you 30 and you got that damn face you got on you. Right, you got that one. What's wrong? Nothing. Life is garbage. Niggas is garbage.
Right.
I'm gonna try girls now.
Yep.
Y'all gotta understand this, man. This is real. This is why your father, your mother, your parents are leading you with wisdom to circumvent the pain that you're finna go through. What? Hold on. When I get there, I'll tell you where it is again. Read 36.
Luke chapter 11.
Yeah, where you at? Let's finish that up.
That was Luke chapter 11, verse 21. When a strong man armed
Husband does his duties for the body, But when he has time for family, he doesn't use that time and either leaves or does his own thing away from the family. That's a lack of balance. So the women gotta be masters at reminding him. They gotta be masters at reminding him. You understand? You gotta be able to tell him in an orderly fashion way. Not like the one sister and brother with counseling. I still ain't show y'all the video. If we would have showed y'all the video, she yelling at him, "You a dumb nigga, you stupid, you like," not like that. Not like a clamorous, loud ghetto rat, right? Not like that, but a woman of wisdom being able to relay the message to him and say, "Babe, with all due respect," start out with like text like that. "All due respect, my loving husband. This is how I feel." Not thinking with wisdom right now. You got to tell him, "Listen, with all due respect, babe, you get time. I'm supporting your time. I'm next to you in the battle. But when you get time, I feel you don't give time to the household when you do get that little time. You would take that time, go to the gym. You would take that time doing other things instead of spending time with your boys, sitting with them, spending time with me." You got to tell them. Remember, Israelite men, we're learning the balance again. I get told too. You know what I mean? You know, and my ribs, they got to know the right way, and they have to tell me the right way. And they do, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll check that. My rib was telling me something the other day. You know what? I feel you. I feel this heat. You know what? That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant to do. That's not how I meant to come across. I'm sorry. We got to be men of wisdom to deal with it. And that's how we talk. See, I love when we communicate like that. You don't get emotional and start breathing hard. And that's what the men got to do. The men got to be man enough to say, that not just because I'm the man, I do everything right. They got to be man enough to say, you know what? I do that. I'll check myself. Let me correct myself. And then the women got to understand, when the man doesn't come off like that, he says, wait, hold a minute. That's not true. Because I'll do that too. I'll come back to my ribs and be like, nah, that's not true. Look at this. I'll show her my examples. I'll show them my examples. So it got to be, and that's another class about communication, but there got to be some real good communication with each other to be able to say, and you got to know how your man wants you to communicate. How he wants you to, you got to catch him off guard when everything is good. For me to come across to you and for you to receive what I'm saying, not dealing with emotions. And he's going to tell you, well, what I don't want is this, and this. You say, okay, all right, noted. Next time, then you come and talk to him that way, right? And now he got to respond to that. You see that? So that's the way it should be done. What's up?
On that point, Proverbs 25 and 15 was perfect.
Okay, go ahead and drop it. Proverbs 25 and 15.
It says, "By long forbearing is a prince persuaded, and a soft tongue breaketh the bone." So you can get your way. You just have a soft. Yeah.
Oh, that's a sharper right there, bro. Read that again. That one is, whoo, that's ugly. And you know what? I be in Proverbs all the time. That's why all men can't obtain everything. I be in Proverbs so much. That one's dope.
That's saying exactly what you said.
Read it again. Where we at?
By long.
No. Where we at again?
Proverbs chapter 25, verse 15. The bone.
Dang. And you know we know the soft tongue, but that verse ahead of it, that is cold. But that goes back, and this is kind of throwing my class off a little bit, but just to answer the sister's question, go to that Ecclesiasticus. That was 25 and what?
25 and 15.
25 and 15. Yeah, that's the heater right there. And you know why I like that? by long forbearing. That means that you can't, women are, you try to push. Learn how to approach the situation with your husband. You got to be strategic. You all are strategic. Don't act like you don't got that.
Right.
But the thing is that you got to tap back into that and know, okay, just because he's my husband, that's the more reason I got to be more soft with him, right? And I got to be more forbearing. I got to know timing with my husband. So you got to be able, because when you come with that softness, like when my ribs come with that, that shuts me down. I'm like, you know what? I'll come back and be like, you're right. You're right at this. But when they get disgruntled, I'm like, I can't see what you're saying, because you're not dealing with wisdom, you're dealing with emotions.
Ecclesiastes 20 and 20.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes what?
No, the one you want is 26 and 13.
26 and 13. Let's go there real quick.
The one was a wise saying in a fool's mouth.
Oh, oh, y'all want to get dirty with it, huh?
This is Ecclesiastes 26 and verse 13.
Right, and this is on the sister's question. It kind of threw us off on this point of what happens when the husband is not ruling the house. But so y'all gotta take notes according to how we're going over. All right, go ahead.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fat his bones.
Yeah. That's a good.
Right, or what?
Her discretion will fat his bones.
Would there be kindness? Right, her discretion will fatten her bones. So that was Ecclesiastes what?
26 and 13.
The one I wanted, that one's good, because that goes with the forbearance.
36.
But now with the soft tongue is what?
Ecclesiastes 36 and verse 23.
36 and 23.
Uh-huh.
If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue.
There you go. You see that? You know how to flip. You got to know how to flip that tongue. If there be what?
Kindness, meekness, and comfort.
You know, and women know how to do it because you do it to your boss all the time. See, but one thing, the difference between your boss and your husband is emotions. You don't have emotions and tied in with your boss. You know, so that's why you're able to come with that discretion, come with that, excuse me, sir,
Yeah.
You thought about it before you even talked to him.
Yeah.
My paycheck, there's a couple of discrepancies that I really don't.
Right. Okay. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
And what we do is we go into autopilot and shut you out right then and there. So you can't do that.
Because it's like an attack. It's like it's like a straight attack. Like, oh, whoa, you little rough now.
Right.
Going over your boundary.
He put it perfectly. Both of them, a soft answer turneth away wrath. Mm-hmm. Grievous words stir up strife. So it's just how you deliver.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing, because our people don't know how to communicate the proper way. You know, calm down, let the emotions roll. You know, talk out what you want to say beforehand. That's what I'm learning. You want to talk it out now.
Yeah, if you're a crier, you can't start out with tears. Because to your husband, he's like, okay, here she go again. Cue the tears, right?
Drop.
You're like, it's like, bro, just talk to me. Let's talk over this. And you know, your husband got to understand the way you are. Okay, let's go back to the point. An infidel. We're talking about when the husband is not involved and he's not taking care of the house according to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That strong man, right? Somebody's got to come in and destroy that strength of the house. And that's where we're at. We read in Ecclesiastes 11:21, right?
Luke 11:21.
I mean, I'm sorry. Luke 11:21, excuse me. You said you want to add a precept, you saying?
No, that was scripture with the infidel.
Right, the infidel, right? Exactly. And then we showed that that strong man, when you break that guy, you understand? You break that dude, then now you don't got a house.
Right.
That's why it says, go to the abateth the courage. Go there real quick. Yeah, go there real quick. Read Luke 11:21 again.
Luke 11:21.
Go ahead.
When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace.
Read.
When a strong man, but when a stronger than he, shall come upon him.
Right. So remember, your husband is the strong man. Right? He's guarding the house. Okay? What's gonna break that strength of him being the strong man? Read that, where we're at.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
A wicked woman abateth the courage.
Right. So 25 and 23, right?
Yes, sir.
A wicked what?
A wicked woman abateth the courage.
Y'all see that? He's the strong man. When you don't got him there, and that wicked woman broke him down, right? And she broke the courage. She broke the strength. Nigga, you weak in bed. I don't need you. Right? Now, that's a ghetto rat. If you're saying that, you like the bottom of the basement. You like the bottom B. If you saying that, yeah, you weak. You know what I mean? Hebrew, Israelite.
Gotta touch the spirit, huh?
Right. You doing stuff like that, you're just bottom. You're a bottom.
Bottom feeder.
Y'all know what I mean? But you got to level up above that. You still got women that might not be saying that, but know how to break your man's strength and courage. And where's he going? Where's that strong man to go? Who knows the scripture? Sisters. Well, let's think about it. He's a strong man. He's breaking the courage. When you break his courage, where does that man go? What part of the house does he go to? The what? He goes to the attic, to the rooftop, right? Because him don't want to be what? Around your loud, belligerent face. You understand? He don't want to be around that. So this is what happens when there is no strong man there. Right? A wicked woman do a what?
Abateth the courage.
Go ahead.
Maketh an heavy countenance.
Read.
And a wounded heart.
Right. Oh man. She wound your heart. Woo, 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 woo. What's up, Ak? Look at this. Look. None. What's up with you, bro? It's just out of order, Ak. Right? She weak that heart. Right? You come around, brother, you can't look at him no more. It's like a lion losing his mane. You're like, damn, bro, what's up with you, bro? Shake that demon off of you. There's no woman is supposed to take your strength. You got to shake it. But what happens next? Read verse 23.
Verse 23. A wicked woman abated the courage.
No. Luke.
23.
Or is it where you left off at?
Luke 11 and 23.
Uh-huh.
He that is not... No, this is
verse 23. Or 22? Go ahead.
But when a stronger than he shall come upon him...
So he's not strong no more. You broke him down.
Yep.
So a stronger one, right? Now, we're going to go spiritual on this. Satan, negative, division, doubt, Esau. They come in with more wisdom, knowledge, because you broke him down. A stronger one come in and do what?
Where were you at?
Come on.
Then he shall come upon him and overcome him.
And what?
Overcomes him.
The house is destroyed. Now the house is destroyed. Why? Because a wise woman buildeth her house, and a wicked woman pulleth it down. So, man, without the husband, You're losing all those armors. Faith, peace, dignity, honor, order, discipline. And the kids are looking, damn, mom broke that nigga down. Right? They don't got no more respect for him. Bro, y'all don't understand how many calls I be getting. And no, we know, like, it be the black woman, the Most High put that spirit in you vigorously. That's why that strength is in the black man and black woman. And as it goes down to the other tribes, it's still there, but it gets a little more docile. You know what I mean? I had to tell one brother, man, I'm like, you're looking for the wrong tribe, You keep getting the wrong ones. I was like, you need a little more. Go down to Gad, bro. You want something a little more timid. Because you can't handle strong black women. Because you got to wrangle them. You can't play with these black women. You can't play with the black men. You let these black men come in here. Think about all the dumbass niggas that come to class with whack ass questions and online. If we were timid in here, they'd come in and throw over the school. Oh, I don't believe that. They come in and have everybody down. What do me and Quadazam got to do when they come in? Hold on, Doc. Nah, bro. Nah, that's not it. We got to make them look stupid. Why? Because the lion of the tribe of Judah is in their bones, and they come in with that weak, whack spirit and overthrow everything in ignorance. So I told the brother, I said, man, you need a Gadite. They're a little more timid, calm. You know what I mean? You got. I'm killing y'all tribe right now. You know what I mean? Cause you get you a damn rat, she gonna be what? Nigga, you ain't controlling me. She got 50 gunshot wound tattoos. Right. She got scars. She got the C-section. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Right? She got the one with the cut down her leg, you know what I mean? Because they had to do surgery on her. Right. You know what I mean? But she's still walking with the cut off shirt. And she be pretty as hell, dope.
Yeah.
But you be like, damn, that's the one I want,
That warrior.
The warrior princess. Like, bruh, you can't handle Judah. They're running over you damn men. You know what I mean? So the thing is that's what happens when you got this type of woman that's breaking down the house. The man's not there to be that armor. Go ahead, read.
And overcome him.
Read.
He taketh from him all his armor.
He doing what?
Taketh from him all his armor.
Yeah, he going in your house and stripping down everything. That's why the men have to stand bold. The men have to stand strong to protect their house. Even when in times when your ribs get stubborn, you got to stand strong with wisdom. It don't have to be belligerent, but you got to set them in line. No, that's doubt. Y'all coming in with negative. You're coming in with weakness. It's got to be that too, and it's hard. Hey, it's hard, but it's hard. You gotta guide your house with wisdom, balance, and justice. It's like a lot of times it's frustrating. But then us as men of wisdom, we got to come back and say, you know what? I can't run from it. Yep. It ain't going to be the 40 ounce. It ain't going to be the wine that takes your mind away, but wisdom. Go ahead, read.
Wherein he trusted.
Read.
And divided his spoils.
Yeah. So this is what happens when the man and the husband is not there. Man, your spoils been divided. They take your, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, right? They take your wives, they take your daughters. Now the black, I was talking about it today. They walking down the mall, nice shapely Judite black princess, right? Walking down the mall with those dorky ass Esau.
I seen that a lot out here, man.
Yeah.
Sad.
They take, why?
Yep.
Because they stripped you of your power, made you a damn transvestite, and then take your children, your kids, your family, your household, and do what they want with them.
Oh, man.
This is what happens, man. This is what happens when that strength is gone from the household. So when you're belligerent, you're out of order, you black woman, know that, like my last other class, you helping the beast. Go ahead, read.
He that is not with me is against me.
Right, so jump from there, go to Ecclesiastes 36 verse 25. Ecclesiastes 36 verse 25.
Ecclesiastes 36 and verse 25.
Go ahead.
Where no hedge is,
Right?
there the possession is spoiled.
Where no hedge is, where no husband is, the possession is what?
Spoiled.
The children are what?
Spoiled.
The daughters are what?
Spoiled.
The man is the hedge. He's the protection. Let him do his job. Let him rule. He is the head. Let that black man rule his house as a man of wisdom, understanding, with knowledge, justice, fortitude, patience, kindness, long-suffering, a man of wisdom. Let him rule. Go ahead.
And he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning.
Because that's what you're going to have. You're going to have your... He gonna be singing woo, 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 morning. Go to Ecclesiastes 30 and 8.
Ecclesiastes chapter 30 and verse 8.
And what do you got with the kids? Read.
And horse not broken becometh headstrong.
Right.
And
Breaks the man. That's what you have. You have children left alone that become willful. Y'all get that?
Because they got the mother's nurturing spirit. They got the mother's tender loving care.
Yeah.
But they don't have the father's side where he's like discipline. Nope, that's not the way you do it. It's the balance, both sides, but the other side's missing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You need that balance. Y'all get this, right? Go ahead. Go from there. Where are we at?
Ecclesiastes 30 and 8.
Go to Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 11.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 11. For whoso despiseth wisdom,
Read that again.
for whoso despiseth wisdom,
You know we had to put this one in there.
Oh yeah.
We can't go. We can't go in this direction showing that your household needs wisdom. The husband has to give wisdom. We can't go without this one. This is one of our...
Your house flourishing. Read.
and nurture, he is miserable.
Yeah, that's why a lot of single parent women, why a lot of households, even households, you may have the father and the mother there, but they're what?
Miserable.
Yeah, because you're not following the wisdom that the Most High set down. You're not following your husband's rulership. That's one thing that a lot of women got to see though too. You haven't learned your husband's rulership style to understand why he's doing things a certain way. But it says you're what?
Miserable.
Read.
And their hope is vain.
Come on, man. But that comes from not listening and hearkening to the scriptures, how it says to maintain your household.
Yeah.
That whenever you obey the courage, when you're coming at your husband in this way, when he's gone, now the house is falling. The kids are wilding out. No order. They stealing from you. Not listening. Coming inside and outside whenever. You have no control now when you thought that you did.
Yeah.
But like you said, you only feel it when the man's gone.
Yeah.
Now you're trying to do both parts. You're like, damn, I can't do it.
Yep.
Well, whatever. I'm gonna just leave him to society. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call the police on him. What happened to the woman that called the police on her autistic son?
Shot him.
Just killed him right in front of her at the doorway. But why? Because they did what? Read that again.
For whoso despiseth wisdom,
Come on.
and nurture,
Right?
he is miserable.
Yeah, you're miserable. Read.
And their hope is vain.
Yeah, and that's obviously when the husband's not in lead anymore. When he's not leading his household. Whenever the woman pushes him away. Whenever he's like, listen, I'd rather be distracted and do other things.
Yep.
Listen, she's so argumentative with me. I'm gonna just give up. What happens?
He is miserable, and their hope is vain.
Yeah, you're miserable and the hope is vain. Read.
Their labor's unfruitful.
Come on, man. Now, the works that you're trying to do, it's unfruitful because you're not adhering to the wisdom that the Most High gave you. When that man's not there, listen, it's unfruitful. Read.
And their works unprofitable.
Come on.
Their wives are foolish.
They're what?
Wives are foolish.
Why? Because, listen, you lack wisdom. You lack understanding. You lack seeing what the Most High was trying to give you. He was trying to give you the peace, the love, the care, the comfort, the security. That's what everybody want, right? Most households, women, security, love. You ended up dealing with, read.
Their labors are unfruitful.
Verse 12.
Their wives are foolish.
Come on.
And their children wicked.
Yeah, man. That goes on both sides for the man and for the woman.
It's over now. It's over. The children are wicked now. And that's the cycle. You need that covering. You need the husband. You need the man there. Y'all got any questions on that? You got anything? Y'all got any questions on that? La? We'll wait to see if y'all got any questions online. Hopefully that answered the brother question. That was sufficient. I thought it was a good question for a class, so that's why we ran with it. So we're gonna wait a few seconds to see if y'all got any questions on that. If not, remember, class tomorrow is gonna be on our main channel. Okay. All right, if that's it, let's salute them. Everybody say shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. We'll see y'all in Houston in the morning on that channel.